Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Their last encounter in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
There's a screen.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Magic now. Outside O'Neal. Brooklyn pulls it in.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Pass to Hardaway. Wide open. The shot no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Lopez, the screen. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. 6 to shoot. Lopez gets a second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, at this stage of his career, Brooks' primary role on offense is to be a catch-and-shoot threat.
Hardaway, a good look. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Brian, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Fires in the triple.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Got a piece of it. Irving with it. To the left side wing. Outside Harden. From downtown. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Magic trailed by 4. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 all-star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Lopez on the double team. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Ibaka, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's the pick. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Harden's gotten a second bucket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk. And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Nice shot by Harden.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Kicks it out to Hardaway. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Nets making a change here. And he's good on the second. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Clowney. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
"16 feet out. And that's not going to go. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Nets. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Now, here's Williams. Pass to Clowney. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said growing up basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now, here's Williams. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Now, here's Williams. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 8. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Graham.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
So the Nets making a switch here. Harden surveying the D. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Crowder with the jam.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Nets leading by 8. Williams on the wing. Back to Harden. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wagner outside. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Lopez, the screen. Harden can't hit.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
In transition, here comes Brooklyn. 1:05 left in the first half. And here's Lopez from the arc. Magic trail by 6. Crowder outside. Pass to Carter. And it's Zaire Williams with a foul. That's his first foul. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And the Nets making a change here. Pass to Crowder. Just 2 to shoot. Back to Wagner. The fadeaway. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Brooklyn leading by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Left side Irving. Pass to Clowney. And again, it's the Nets missing.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Howard, plenty of space. Good, he hits the jumper.
Well, that's the kind of unselfish play you want to see from Rozier. More than capable of running an offense.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
So it cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Outside O'Neal. Brooklyn pulls it in. They've led by as much as 10. Robbed. And it's Orlando on the break. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Outside O'Neal. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And he dunks it down.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Magic trail by 4. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Team second.
And here's O'Neal. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's O'Neal. Pass to Ibaka. From the arc. He buries it from 3. Ibaka's got 8.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Now Lopez. Black defending. Here's Kidd. The three. Shot clock at 6. Harden from outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. He's got 16.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Suggs outside. O'Neal inside. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. O'Neal's got 6 in the quarter. Left side Irving. Pass to Kidd. Puts up a 3. O'Neal pulls it in. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. 2-point game. For the lead. Rebounded by Lopez. There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Down low. Irving. And Irving powers it home.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Screen by O'Neal. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Clowney. And stolen by Suggs. And here's O'Neal. Back to Black for the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. Black's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, the combination of shooting and size. It's what made Black a top 10 pick.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
And he sinks the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Now Wagner, right now averaging 5.5 a game. Off target with the 3.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Now here's Harden. He's got 17. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Thor. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Thor's got his first 3 points of the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now here's Rozier. Pass to Wagner. 12 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Here's Thor. And the Nets tack on 2 more. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And we've reached the end of the third. Brooklyn out in front, up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us.
34.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Brooklyn leading by 5. Harden with it. On the wing, Irving. Out left to the wing. The shot by Kidd, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The steal. Here's Harden. Pass to Clowney. Back to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And how many teams have we seen that James Harden wrote the book on how to run the pick and roll?
Back to Suggs. From outside the arc. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Jordi Fernandez was just reviewing the plan with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And here's Isaac. Five on the clock. Up top, Ibaka. Fires it. Brooklyn with the board. They've led by as much as 10. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. The Magic making a switch here. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Kidd. Takes the three. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Kidd's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Using the glass to lay it in.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Outside Harden. Now Irving. Shoots it. Oh, it's off. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
They set a pick. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Outside O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez on the double team. Oh, he gets it off before the buzzer. What a shot.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Magic trail by 5. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Irving outside. Yes! Locked in on the J.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Oh, it's off.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Oh! Wow!
Oh, my.
Hammer it home!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Left side O'Neal. Cleared away by Lopez. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Money from 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. A clean win. And